Alright, today I'm going to give you guys a detailed look at this Halo figure, and the figure is HelioSkrill Spartan, and this is by Mattel, and yeah, so let's, well, this is the back of the box, shows a couple of figures, and then they have to build the figure, and the figure is this thing, the Alpha Crawler. So yeah, so let's get him out of packaging. Alright, so here we have the figure outside of packaging, and some of the removable pieces. Well, everything's removable, but they want to show you guys, I guess, through the packaging that these pieces are removable. That's why they put some of it on, and some of it they left it out, so you could put it on. And then it comes with 2 weapons, and then 2 legs for the crawler, and then 2 pegs for the weapons. So here's the figure straight out of the box. First thing you'll notice is that the red doesn't match. Some of the armor pieces has a brighter red than the figure itself. You can see the red on the body itself. It's not as bright as the armor pieces. There's a good look at him from the front. Alright, you know what? Let's start off with articulation first. Head is on a ball joint. And he could look up about that much because the back of his helmet, it's touching the back of the armor, the chest armor. And he could look down about that much, not a whole lot. And then here you can see shoulders on a ball hinge. And then I could raise pretty high up and to the point where the armor is touching each other. And then bicep is on a swivel joint. And then there's hinge elbows, ball hinge wrist. And then chest, there's a ball joint. And then the hips are actually on a ball joint as well. And then there's thigh swivel, double joint knees, then ball hinge ankles. So as far as articulation, it's actually not bad. This figure is actually not bad as far as articulation, but the plastic they use is a bit soft. It's definitely Hasbro / Mattel-like plastic, so it's pretty soft as far as the arms and legs, because they are a lot skinnier. And on the inside of the armor pieces, you can see there are pegs. So they go onto the body with these peg holes. So you just attach them onto him. And then hands are removable for you to put the gauntlet on. And as far as the size-wise, you can see the left I have the McFarlane Sergeant Locke, and then here on the right I have the HelioSkrill, and yeah, he's definitely taller. The figure stands about 6.5 inches in height, while McFarlane's it's about 5.5 or so. So it's definitely an inch shorter. There you can see it. Definitely an inch shorter. And one thing good about these figures is how articulated they are, and you could definitely have him hold the weapon with 2 hands. Here you can see he's firmly gripping on both, gripping on this needler. The hands are a bit soft because they are softer type of plastic. It's very Hasbro-like. It might even be a little softer than that, which I am not that big of a fan of. Otherwise, the armor pieces do tend to stick out a little bit, especially the thighs. You can see they are sticking out quite a bit. Hopefully they could fix this somehow, make the legs a little skinnier, or make the armor pieces a little thinner, but if you go too thin, then it's gonna be really soft too. So I don't know what they can do about that. Maybe make them hard plastic or something, but with hard plastic then they might tend to break. And this figure is going to set you back about 20 bucks, including tax. And overall, I'm still on the iffy side. I'm not sure whether I really like them or hate them. The fact that they use these softer type of plastic, it's something I really am not happy with. But the armor, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. They look kind of good, but well, as far as posability, it's pretty good. And figure itself, it's this is more of a $15 purchase than a $20. $20 is a bit high for this figure. I'm thinking. Yeah, even though it's a little is an inch taller than the McFarlane ones. The McFarlane ones are about what, 12-13 bucks. So they figure, yeah, 20 bucks would be fair in their eyes, because you do get a Build-A-Figure. So I mean, if you're willing to buy all of them, then yeah, then you get an extra figure, so your price could justify it that way. But overall, some of the paint job, it's decent, but the molding, it's okay, not the greatest. They do tend to be somewhat rounded. As far as the edges is concerned, they're kind of blurry, not as sharp as I wanted them to be, but still, I mean, paint job, it's decent. Some of it is actually better than McFarlane's. And no weathering effects on these figures, which I don't mind, because I just don't like it when other people weather stuff, and if they do a really piss poor job on it, then it's gonna ruin the figure. And if they leave it clean, then I could do that myself, weather this thing myself if I wanted to. But yeah, so that's why I prefer my figures to be clean, so I could do the weathering myself. And yeah, so there you go. There's the $20 McFarlane figure. I mean, not McFarlane. This is by Mattel, I believe. And yeah, so yeah, there's the Halo figure, Spartan HelioSkrill. And yeah, thanks for watching. Oh, and one last thing. Here you can see did a little custom. Just popped the head off of a Finn figure, and I decided to pop it onto this Spartan here, and it fits perfectly. Well, I had to heat up the head a little bit, because the socket joint in the Finn's head is a little bit smaller than the ball joint itself, so I had to heat up the head a little bit and then force it in there, but I was able to do that, and yeah, quite nice. Again, yeah, is it worth getting? I guess if you compare it to Black Series and some of the Marvel Legends, they are pretty much same price. So it's worth it that way. If you're a huge Halo fans, and yeah, then you might consider these worth getting. But otherwise, yeah, to each his own, I guess. Yeah, if you like 6-inch figures, then these might be something you want to at least get one to mess with and see how you like it. So there you go. Thanks for watching. And one last thing, here's what he looks like without the armor on, except for the gauntlets, because those are kind of hard to take off. You have to really pull the arms out in order to get them out, and that will tend to make the wrists very loose. So yeah, but here, this is what it looks like without the armor on. And here's the backside.